Welcome to my channel. So, if you guys are new here, this is Dhwani, and if you guys have been following me so far, thank you so much for tuning in again. So, as the title suggests, this video is going to answer the age old question, or the question I had growing up, that is 30 too old to get married? Is it okay being unmarried or single till 30? और ये वीडियो थोड़ा हिंदी में भी होने वाला है because a lot of the feelings come in Hindi to me naturally. And yeah, let's get started. So, just to give a context, I grew up in India, in Gujarat. I wasn't in India or in Gujarat. I stayed there for 21 years of my life. I'm currently in California, and I moved here when I was 21, obviously. Math there. But, and growing up, मूवीज़ में देखा है, सीरियल्स में देखा है कि सबकी शादी, स्पेशली गर्ल्स एंड women tend to get married around 25, 26, and 30 is considered to be too old, which is changing now, and I'm happy about it. But yeah, I also grew up with that mentality because हाँ मैंने बचपन में बहुत सारी हिंदी मूवीज़ देखी है, अभी भी देखती हूँ, बहुत सारे सीरियल्स देखे हैं. So I also had that kind of mentality that you need to get married before 30. But my priorities changed when I moved to US because obviously I moved here for studies, so I was doing my master's in computer science, Northeastern May, and time passed by. And just to give a context, I was very क्या बोलता है, I never had a boyfriend till the age of almost 21. I was in a long distance relationship after that. Didn't work out. Amazing guy. Didn't work out for whatever reason. And then obviously I had a not so great relationship as well. I mean, amazing time, but just not a proper compatible feeling. So time passed by, right? कि ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि I didn't have a time to get married before 30 because I was focusing more on the career, and obviously I was not having क्या बोलता है that the one. I haven't found the one, though I don't believe in the concept of the one. But yeah, I didn't find my the one till the age of maybe 28, 29. तो बस यही बताना है कि it's fine to be single till the time you find somebody who is compatible to you, and that might happen after 30 also. So I got married at 31. I met my husband when I was 28. And honestly, the way you get attracted to the opposite gender, or any, like the way you get attracted to a person in just generally speaking, the way you get attracted to a person gets different. Okay, तो मेरे beginning में तो मतलब 2021 पे क्या होगा, like I would just get like butterflies and the movie kind of cute sweet love story. I had that, and जो movie में दिखाते हैं वो, and that keeps on changing because when I met my husband now, when I met him back then, I remember not feeling butterflies because I was impressed. Yeah, I was impressed after meeting him for the first time. And just to be open here, as you grow older, right, I think your social circle or your chances to meet somebody new वो कम हो जाता है. So my started happening at around 27, 28, where I was not introduced to new people just by group of friends because I had a same group of friends. Everybody was either dating each other in the same group. It was not expanding. That's what I'm trying to say. तो and somehow I was never, पता नहीं मुझे अरेंज मैरिज का कॉन्सेप्ट इतना समझ में नहीं आता. But yeah, I was open for online dating. So I met my husband via online dating platform. He was interning in California at that time, and that's when I met him. But हाँ वो butterflies नहीं थे, but that person was very impressive. What I mean by impressive is like probably he was having something that I was looking for. And I met him at 28, and I was definitely not getting married in a year because थोड़ा तो टाइम चाहिए ना सामने वाले को जानने के लिए. तो हाँ, and honestly, I think I come from a place of privilege because I didn't stay in India. So I didn't need to hear all the aunties and all the uncles and all the society telling that 30 की हो गई अभी तक शादी नहीं हुई, what the hell you are doing, kind of a thing. I didn't need to hear all those things, and my parents did shielded me from all those things. There would be time where they would be frustrated with me कि क्या कर रही है, you don't want to get married or what, why don't you just get married with this guy. And there was an interesting conversation I had with my dad when I was around 25, 26, when I met somebody. And for them, when you meet somebody in arranged setting, तो if you spend, let's say you spend 3 hours on a coffee date with some random person whom you met via arranged marriage, or arrange, I don't know what it's called, like what Seema auntie tells, matchmaking India, matchmaking, anything. So, I met this guy, I spoke with him for 3 hours, nothing wrong, but it was an interesting conversation between me and my dad, telling my dad that, you know what, I'm not physically attracted to that person, and other reasoning as well. And nothing wrong with the guy, really amazing guy, very friendly, very easy talk to. But pata nahi, maybe I was not impressed, or maybe something didn't click for me. But that was an interesting conversation that I wanted to share. That because a lot of us go through that thing, right? Jahan pe, especially in India, कि हम अभी भी we believe in arranged marriage, and I have friends who have been married in arranged marriage and having beautiful relationships right now. But वो कोई बार click नहीं होता, and I don't know how to explain. And it's interesting to have that conversation with your parents when the time comes. And if if you ever have similar situation jahan pe you feel that it's not 100%, but there's nothing wrong with the person you went on a date with, have this difficult conversation with your parents. Um, but this is all a part of growing up, right? The only thing I want to tell is ki the more you grow older, you will have a very tight social net. Also, your colleagues and all, they would be busy with their own family, your own friends, or own partners, because people tend to, मतलब ऐसा कहते हैं, and I've seen it happening, and it happens with me also, कि once you find a partner or once you're married or something, you have so much, tend to spend a lot of time with your partners, with the family, and थोड़ा friends के साथ time कम हो जाता है. So if you are somewhere there in a place कि जहाँ पे you are not able to find new people, be open to find people on online dating. There can be hit, there can be misses, but that's the fun, right? You will at least know what you don't want. And I think in a relationship, it's good to know what you don't want than what to want. And the society is changing too. Change हो रहा है. मतलब people are prioritizing their career. They want to be themselves somewhere stable. I think one of the reasons, I think, and I'm assuming that my parents never pressured me to get married early, was to a certain extent I was very stable in my career and financially independent, and that helped a lot. I was traveling by myself, so and then I was earning good enough. I mean, I am, and yeah, I think they were happy to see me at the place I was. So I was not at a place where I wouldn't consider myself as settled. Wedding for me was just kind of adding another entity into my life who adds on to me. But I would like to say that कि I was not incomplete, और जो बोलते हैं ना कि हाँ शादी के बाद तुम पूरे हो जाते हो, नहीं, I was not incomplete before wedding. So yeah, it's okay to not get married till 30. I got married 31. Like, take your time, invest in your career, because career is the thing that is going to be with you forever. Invest in yourself, and don't consider marriage or a person to complete you. I mean, that's too much baggage either on you or on the person. But just consider the partnership to be an adding on to you, not as a like, how would I say, not as a thing that completes you, but something that complements you. And also you need to understand, and what I understood, कि जैसे early 20s में मैंने पहले बताया कि early 20s में जैसे butterflies होते हैं, वो सब होता है, वैसा नहीं होता. I think what drew me, or what attracted me more to my partner or my husband now, is the fact that कि he kept doing efforts that I liked. Small, छोटी छोटी चीज़ें, right? It's not like a one big day and I realized I love this person. No, it was a very small things that kept on building up. And I'm pretty sure he's going to watch this video, and I don't know his reaction, how it would be. But we are being transparent here about how it all started, because I know it's different in early 20s, late teens, to like 30s, mid 30s, a bit more mature. So it builds on, because you now see the efforts a person is putting on to be with you. Because जब हम 28-29 साल के हो जाते हैं ना, like we are so effing stubborn, and the person is also very stubborn, so it's very interesting. It's difficult to, it's difficult to spend a lot of time with somebody who has a very strong opinions, because you, both the individuals, are very mature. So the relationship in late 20s, 30s, it's like different than what we feel in the teenage, and that's important to remember, because I am not a Seema auntie who is going to tell you to compromise. No, I didn't do that. Why should you do that? And don't compromise, but be open to this kind of. It takes a longer time to settle in. It's a bit more realistic than movies में दिखाते हैं, because movies में always young love दिखाते हैं ना, मतलब 1920 पे college में प्यार हो गया and all, which is all good. If it works out, it's amazing feeling, trust me. uh, but if you are in your late 20s 30s, the dating is different, your expectations are a bit different, because now I think what is more attractive is the efforts person is putting into you, the things they remember about you, the things they are willing to change about themselves in order to accommodate your needs. So this is all I wanted to share. And one of the great thing that happened, because at least in my family, तो मैं गुजरात से हूँ and शादी almost गुजरातीज में 24-25 साल पे हो जाती है, तो obviously I was late, I got married 31, but one of the best thing happened, which I always tell my husband also, कि when my family met him, nobody had any questions or concerns कि इस लड़की इतना टाइम क्यों लगा शादी में. Like everybody was so impressed by him, and I always thank him for that, because knowingly unknowingly he kind of solidified the fact, at least in my family, that it's okay to get married late. Marrying late doesn't mean that you're going to compromise. No, you can still marry late and you still don't need to compromise. You can still have the best person for you. Now the best person for me might be different than the best person for you, because all of us are different at the end of the day. But that is where I'm going to conclude this video, otherwise बहुत लंबी हो जाएगी, and this is just me talking to a camera. We definitely can chat if you want to message me up regarding anything about how my dating process was, or how the I don't know, मतलब कुछ भी message करना हो तो feel free to message me on my Instagram. I'll link my Instagram here, but it's like on my Instagram it's me a different person, because on YouTube I'm a bit more of a serious person. On Instagram I'm all fashion, all fun, मतलब मुझे यहाँ पे खाने जाना है, मुझे ये कपड़े पहनने हैं, वही है. Because on my daily life, honestly, on my day-to-day routine life, I'm just another software engineer who sits behind the laptop, codes, designs boxes, and has fun with the code. And on the weekends, I'm like, हाँ अभी टाइम हो गया, थोड़ा मस्ती करते हैं. तो my Instagram is all about that. So feel free to message me on Instagram or follow me on Instagram, and let me know what you think about the video. Comment it down below, or your thoughts, because sometimes I do like to hear different thoughts than mine, because that also opens up my perspective. So feel free to message. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you like to see more of this kind of content, which is like navigating the relationships, or what I have learned in my life in different dating scenarios. Though some of them are fun and some of them are stupid. Yeah, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. See ya. And as always be beautifully you.